Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I create content around faith, content creation, and lifestyle. So if that is something that you are interested in, make sure you stick around so you can be updated every time I upload a video. If you are returning, welcome back. I appreciate you for being such a loyal follower. So as you can see from the title, today I'm going to give some tips on creating content. So this is more so centered around my journey and why content creation is the thing to do right now and why you just need to get started. So, and this is advice coming from someone who has been more of a social introvert than an extrovert. And I get that this is an extroverted world. I get it. But you do not have to do this and not be yourself. You can still create content and be yourself, centered around whatever niche or whatever idea or whatever topics interest you. In my experience, me getting started really was a way for me to express myself. I've always been a creative person. I always liked creating things, artistic. Like I've never been much of a drawer. I don't have a lot of graphic design experience, but I'm very creative in like the ideas that I come up with, creating like different digital products, whether that be print or blogs, video content, or like digital products. I've always done that well, and it's always been an interest of mine. And so I've created content in a plethora of ways, in a plethora of areas of interest. And so I just want to share what I have learned from my years of content creation. So for a while, it was something that I actually put on the back burner for a while. I felt like I need to pick a niche, do one thing, and stick to it. But because I have so many areas of interest, that was hard for me to do. So sometimes I start things and not finish. And I overthought the process a lot because I felt like it had to be more on the perfect side, but nothing is perfect. And I've learned that it's not good to stop doing something just because I feel like it's not perfect. Perfection doesn't exist in any capacity. However, you can practice and practice, and over time, you will get better. But at the end of the day, you just have to show up as you are and do the best that you can with what you have. I also dealt with procrastination often because I was overthinking and over planning a lot. Over planning can keep you in a state of procrastination. So it's okay to be organized and make lists and set things in your calendar, but you still have to execute in order to get things done. So, in the aspect of picking a certain topic or niche, it really just depends on what you believe your audience wants and what you believe you will be able to continue to replicate over time. As we know that life continues to change, I'm not the same person that I was in 2018 that I am in 2024. So, of course, my interests have changed. I've matured in some areas. I've gained new knowledge and information, and I've gained new skills as well. And so I pretty much just flow in the areas that I'm growing. Your audience also may change as well as you creating content over time. So, say if there's a specific niche that you choose and you're putting out information about it, you're hitting the pain points for your audience, but eventually you're going to want to pivot into something else. And there's nothing wrong with pivoting and having multiple areas where you're passionate about and you have information or you're an expert in, and you just continue to share a plethora of knowledge to your audience. So it's okay to pick one thing, and then if you want to move into something else later, that's good as well. So another thing that could get in the way when people are starting is the fact that they don't have equipment. You really don't have to have fancy equipment. I mean, just recently I just got this mic from TikTok Shop, but say if you don't have a really big budget to start, you don't have to get a camera. I actually did have a camera when I started creating YouTube videos on another channel, and I just was not that good at shooting on that camera, and that's okay. So with this one, I generally just use my iPhone to shoot videos, and it works just fine. So don't be afraid of not having the best equipment. Utilize what you have and make the best out of it. And over time, if you want to invest in a camera and different equipment, then you can do so. but the key point is to just get started with what you have. And the aspect of scheduling content, it depends on what your topics are and how often you want to create content. So, say if you set a weekly schedule where you want to create content every day, you're going to really have to be on it to make sure you're posting every day. It also helps to have scheduling platforms that are automatically scheduled for you, that are automatically post for you if you schedule the content in the calendars. And I have some links to some of those software below if you want to look at some that may be beneficial for you and your content goals. And also, say if it's your a vlog channel. Mm. If you're a vlog channel, you may commit to putting out a video once a week for your audience. So you can be shooting the vlog throughout the week, and then at the end of the week you'll edit and upload your vlog, and you'll just repeat that process. If it's a monthly vlog, you can do it at the end of the month. Whatever your schedule preference is, it just depends on you, what you believe your audience wants from you, and what you believe you have the time to do. When it comes to growing your audience, it's best to just stay consistent. You have to be diligent. You have to continue to put out content as often as your schedule allows you to, in order to keep your audience engaged. It also helps to ask them questions, create different polls, create different video context and types on different topics in order to keep them engaged and active as well. With some consistency and some engagement, eventually your audience will grow over time. So I am not a perfectionist, but I try to do things as best as I can to make sure that I'm creating quality content with what I have. And also getting feedback from my audience and from my subscribers, it helps as well to make sure that I'm continuing to put out what they want to see. But we know that in life, the best lessons are learned through experience. So you just have to get started. Go with what you know, use what you have, and just get started. For more content tips, encouragement, and freebies, make sure you sign up for the email list. I have the link down below in the description. And that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.